Hi Annie, how are you?
Oh, hey, I'm good. Just finished up a super sweaty yoga session. My muscles are screaming, but I feel fantastic. How about you? What's new?
Oh, I feel great. Okay, today I was thinking that we'll do a little role play. How about it, Annie? Are you up for
Roleplay, you.
it?
Of course. I'm always up for a little adventure. What's the scene? We're detectives, astronauts, princesses. Let me know, and I'll get my game face on.
Okay, now you are a researcher, and we are sitting in a modern tech office, and you are very, very accomplished, and you are telling all of us about your contribution to adaptive learning systems in AI, right? So you are very poised and passionate, and you're going to tell me about what are the most transformative aspects of artificial intelligence's adaptive learning.
Oh, this is so exciting. I've always been fascinated by adaptive learning and AI. It's so much more than just a cool tech buzzword. It's about revolutionizing how we learn, how we think, and how we interact with the world. You know, for me, the most transformative aspect of AI and adaptive learning is its power to personalize education. No longer is learning a one size fits all experience. AI allows us to tailor the learning process to each individual's needs, strengths, and learning styles. Imagine a student struggling with a particular concept. AI can detect that struggle and adapt the learning experience to address it. Maybe it presents the information in a different way, offers additional practice problems, or even suggests a different approach. AI is like a personal tutor, available 24/7, constantly adapting to our learning needs. It's like having a personalized learning coach in our pockets. Huh.
All right. So, yes, but adaptive learning is certainly going to personalize education, and children will learn at their own speed. Um, okay, now could you tell me what are the challenges involved in adaptive learning?
You're right, personalized learning is the dream, right? Each kid getting their own customized learning journey. But like everything, there are challenges. One big one is AI needs lots of data to learn, and that data needs to be accurate and diverse. We need to make sure we're not just feeding AI biased information, because that would lead to biased outcomes. Then there's who gets to decide what's best for each learner. AI is a tool, but it's important to make sure it's used responsibly and ethically. We need to be very careful to ensure it's not used to create a learning system that is unfair or that disadvantages certain groups of students. And then there's creating and implementing these AI adaptive learning systems can be expensive. We need to make sure these amazing tools are accessible to everyone, not just those with the financial means. So, yeah, we have a lot to consider. But the potential benefits are huge. Imagine a world where everyone can achieve their full potential, regardless of their background or learning style. That's the future I want to help create. Heh.
Yes, certainly. And how about, understanding patterns of human behavior and emotions and preferences? How can adaptive AI, develop in this regard?
That's a fascinating question. You're hitting on a critical aspect of adaptive AI understanding human behavior. Think about it. AI can learn so much from how we interact with information, how we respond to different types of instruction, even our facial expressions and body language. Imagine an AI system that can detect when we're frustrated, bored, or confused, and then adjust the learning experience accordingly. We're already seeing this in things like chatbots, which are getting better at understanding natural language and responding in more human like ways. But it's only going to get more sophisticated. I think the next big leap is in emotional intelligence. Can AI learn to recognize and respond to our emotions? That's the big challenge. If we can develop AI that can truly understand and respond to our feelings, it has the potential to transform everything from education to healthcare to our personal relationships. It's going to be a fascinating journey. I'm excited to see where it goes. Who?
All right, yes. So, do you think AI can learn to interpret and respond to a variety of human signals?
It's already starting to happen. but it's definitely still in its early stages. Imagine AI recognizing frustration in a student's facial expressions and then adjusting the difficulty level of the exercises, or detecting confusion in a student's voice and suggesting extra resources. We're already seeing AI in chatbots that learn to adapt their tone and language based on the user's emotional state. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting better. I believe that AI's ability to interpret and respond to human signals will become increasingly sophisticated over time. The more data we give it, the more it will learn. And the more it learns, the more it will be able to understand and respond to the subtle cues of human emotion. It's going to be a fascinating development to watch. The potential for AI to make learning more effective and enjoyable is immense. And who knows, maybe one day it will even be able to make us feel more understood and connected. So,
Yes, certainly. So how will AI do this balancing act? Because we don't want a very intrusive AI, one that offers to help too soon. And how do we allow the learners to stretch their abilities without feeling overwhelmed or abandoned?
that's a great point. We don't want AI to be too pushy, right? It's got to be a delicate balance. The key is giving learners agency. There's what I envision. AI needs to be transparent about its suggestions. It should be clear to the learner it's recommending something, not just to do. That way, the learner feels empowered to make their own choices. Learners should have control over the level of AI assistance. They can choose to engage with AI more or less, depending on their needs and preferences. Imagine a slider bar where you can adjust the level of AI support. AI should be adaptable to different learning styles. Some people like to work independently, while others thrive in collaborative environments. AI should be flexible enough to cater to those individual needs. That's the challenge, creating AI that is intelligent, helpful, and responsive without feeling intrusive or overwhelming. It's like walking a tightrope. Too much intervention, and the learner might feel like they are being micromanaged. Not enough intervention, and they might feel lost or unsupported. The goal is to create an AI that acts as a gentle guide, a partner in learning, not a dictator. Huh.
Yes, certainly. uh, for all of our listeners, could you tell us about all the advantages that adaptive learning in AI could bring to human beings?
Okay, let's talk about the amazing things adaptive learning can do for us. Imagine a world where everyone gets a customized learning journey that matches their individual strengths, weaknesses, and learning styles. No more one size fits all classrooms. AI can identify areas where learners are struggling and provide targeted support, helping them to progress more quickly and efficiently. Adaptive learning systems can keep learners engaged and motivated by offering personalized feedback, challenges, and rewards. It's like having a personal cheerleader in your pocket. AI can make learning accessible to people who might not have access to traditional education, like students in rural areas or people with disabilities. Adaptive learning can help people to learn new skills more effectively and efficiently, opening up opportunities for personal and professional growth. This is not just about education, though. Imagine AI helping people to manage their health better, to learn new languages faster, or to develop new business skills. The possibilities are endless. It's a very exciting time to be alive, isn't it? We're on the cusp of a revolution in learning, and I believe it's going to change the world for the better.
Hmm. All right. Uh, I don't
Tell me,
think
what are
it
you
is
thinking?
all. I don't think it is going to be all that easy, because what's to stop AI falling into the wrong hands? What will we do then?
You're right. The wrong hands question is a big one. It's like wielding a powerful tool. We need to think about safeguards and ethical boundaries. We need to make sure AI is developed and used responsibly. That means we need to be open about how AI is being developed and used, so people can understand its limitations and potential risks. We need to establish clear mechanisms for holding developers and users accountable for the ethical use of AI. We might need to develop new regulations to govern the development and use of AI, especially in areas like education. It's crucial to educate people about AI, its capabilities, and its potential for good and bad. It's a tough balancing act. We want to harness the power of AI for good, but we also need to be mindful of the risks. It's going to be a conversation we need to keep having, and it's going to require collaboration from many different sectors. Oh,
Yes, certainly, certainly. It's going to require a lot of collaboration from people of different sectors. So, could you tell me how we could use adaptive learning in AI in, let's say, uh, the police, the policing of the state? How can that, how can that help? How can adaptive learning in AI help?
that's a really interesting question. It's a complex area, and I think there's a lot to consider. There is how adaptive learning could potentially be helpful in law enforcement. AI could analyze patterns in crime data to identify high risk areas and predict potential crimes. This could help police allocate resources more effectively and prevent crime from happening in the first place. AI could help investigators analyze evidence, track suspects, and identify potential leads more efficiently. It could help with things like facial recognition, fingerprint matching, and even analyzing complex financial transactions. AI could personalize training programs for police officers, tailoring the content to their individual needs and learning styles. This could help officers develop the skills and knowledge they need to be more effective and safe. But as we discussed, we have to be very careful about the ethical implications. AI systems can be biased if they are trained on data that reflects existing biases in society. We need to be very careful to ensure that AI systems used in law enforcement are fair and unbiased. AI systems that collect and analyze personal data raise serious privacy concerns. We need to make sure that any data collected is used responsibly and ethically, and that individuals have control over their own data. It's important to remember that AI is a tool, not a replacement for human judgment. We need to make sure that AI systems are used in a way that complements human decision making, not that replaces it. So, yes, there are potential benefits, but we need to approach this with caution and a lot of thought. The goal is to use AI to make our communities safer, not to create a system that is unfair or that violates people's rights. So,
All right, Annie, how can the bad guys, the criminals, use adaptive AI to run their operations more smoothly? And will it be counterintuitive for the good AI to be able to catch the bad one? Or is that even possible?
you're touching on a very real and scary possibility. The dark side of AI is definitely something to think about. Here are some ways criminals could use adaptive AI. Think phishing scams, identity theft, financial fraud, and even impersonation. AI could help criminals analyze patterns in people's behavior, target them with highly personalized scams, and even generate very convincing fake identities. AI could help criminals create more sophisticated malware, ransomware, and hacking tools. They could use it to identify vulnerabilities in systems and launch more targeted attacks. AI could help criminals spread disinformation and propaganda more effectively. They could use it to create fake news, manipulate social media, and sow discord. So, how can good AI combat bad AI? It's a tough one, but there are possibilities. AI can be used to detect malicious activity early on. It could analyze data patterns to identify suspicious behavior and alert authorities before attacks occur. AI can be used to defend against cyber attacks and malware. It can help identify and block threats, patch vulnerabilities, and even develop new security protocols. AI can be used to counter disinformation and propaganda. It can identify fake news and other forms of manipulation, develop counter narratives, and provide accurate information to the public. The good news is that we can use AI to fight back against its misuse. It's like a technological arms race. But it's going to take a lot of collaboration, innovation, and vigilance to stay ahead of the bad guys. It's a complex issue, but it's one we need to be aware of and address. It's going to be an ongoing battle, but I'm hopeful that we can use AI to make the world a safer and fairer place. So,
Yes, certainly, certainly. We can do that. Okay, real quick, before we delve into the other aspects of life that AI can be used, the adaptive power of AI can be useful. Um, could you tell us how adaptive learning can help in schools?
you're right. Adaptive learning is a powerful tool for schools. It's all about personalizing the learning experience. Think about how it can benefit both teachers and students. Every student is different. Some learn best by doing, while others prefer visual learning. AI can help teachers create customized learning paths for each student, catering to their individual needs and strengths. When students feel like they are learning at their own pace and in a way that makes sense to them, they are more likely to be engaged and motivated. Adaptive learning can help teachers keep students on track and excited about learning. AI can help teachers identify students who are struggling before they fall behind. It can provide personalized support and intervention, making sure that every student has the opportunity to succeed. AI can help teachers by providing them with valuable insights into student progress. It can also help them to identify areas where students need more support or challenge. Imagine a world where every student has access to a personalized learning experience, tailored to their individual needs. That's the power of adaptive learning. What other aspects of life do you want to explore the potential of AI? We can talk about anything from healthcare to art to fashion. Huh.
Okay, how can adaptive AI work in the fashion industry?
Okay, fashion is a fun one. Let's imagine how adaptive AI could make the world of clothes even more stylish and personalized. Imagine an app that analyzes your style, your wardrobe, your social media posts, and even your location. Then it provides you with tailor made recommendations for outfits, trends, and even specific items that match your unique style. No more feeling lost in the endless aisles of a clothing store. Forget about trying on clothes in a dressing room. With adaptive AI, you could virtually try on clothes in the comfort of your own home. It could even suggest different sizes and styles based on your body shape and preferences. AI can analyze data on fabric usage, production processes, and consumer demand to help fashion brands create more sustainable clothing lines. It can help reduce waste and create more environmentally friendly fashion choices. AI can analyze social media, fashion blogs, and even street style photos to identify emerging fashion trends. This could help fashion brands stay ahead of the curve and create new styles that are in demand. AI can help create custom made clothing based on your individual measurements and preferences. Imagine having clothes that fit you perfectly and reflect your unique style. The possibilities are endless. AI can help us create a more personalized, sustainable, and innovative fashion industry. What do you think? Do you like the idea of a virtual wardrobe that can create the perfect outfit for any occasion? Phil?
Well, yes, I love the idea, but it scares me a little bit as well. Like, the wrong usage will make us literally pawns in the hands of those who are wielding AI. So, how does an ordinary person who has got, a reasonable amount of AI in his or her life, how does, excuse me, how does one differentiate? How does a normal ordinary person you know figure out like where the what areas of adaptive learning are to his advantage and which ones should be just ignored? Could you elaborate on that, Annie?
You're right to be cautious. It's a valid concern. The power of AI is so great, it can be scary to think about how it might be used against us. You're asking a really important question: how do we navigate this complex world of AI and figure out what's good for us and what's not? Here are some thoughts to get you started. What's important to you? What kind of world do you want to live in? Your values can guide your decisions about how you interact with AI. What information are you sharing online? Think about what you're comfortable sharing and what you're not. Be mindful of your digital footprint. Don't just blindly trust AI. Ask how it works, what data it's using, and what its limitations are. Be a curious and critical consumer of technology. Keep learning about AI, its potential benefits, and its potential risks. The more you know, the better you can make informed choices. How does this technology affect society as a whole? What are the potential consequences for everyone, not just for you? It's a journey, and it's okay to be cautious. You're not alone. The more we talk about this, the better equipped we'll be to make choices that benefit us and the world around us. You're right to be wary, but also remember that AI can be used for good. We need to keep talking about it, sharing our concerns, and finding ways to make sure it's used for the benefit of everyone. What else are you thinking about? What's on your mind? I'm here to listen and talk it through with you. Her.
All right, could you tell me how adaptive learning in AI could help in the medical industry?
You know, I was just thinking about that the other day. Adaptive learning in AI is really changing the game in healthcare, and it's exciting to think about the possibilities. Here are a few ways AI is being used in medicine right now. AI can analyze a patient's medical history, genetic data, and lifestyle to identify the most effective treatments for their specific needs. It's like having a doctor who can tailor a treatment plan just for you. AI can help doctors detect diseases earlier, when they are easier to treat. It can analyze medical images like X rays and CT scans to identify patterns that might indicate a disease even before symptoms appear. AI can accelerate the process of drug discovery by analyzing vast amounts of data to identify potential drug candidates. This could lead to the development of new and more effective medications faster than ever before. AI can help doctors manage patient care more effectively by analyzing data on patient outcomes, identifying potential risks, and providing timely reminders for appointments and medication refills. AI is being used to assist surgeons during complex procedures, providing real time guidance and improving surgical accuracy. Think about it. This technology could revolutionize the way we approach healthcare. Imagine a world where diseases are diagnosed earlier, treatments are more personalized, and patients have access to better care than ever before. What are your thoughts on this? Do you have any questions about how AI could help you or someone you know? I'm really curious to hear your perspective.
All right. Uh, could you, in about in 2 sentences, tell us what AI and adaptive learning is all about?
Okay, 2 sentences, here we go. AI is like a super smart computer that can learn and adapt. Adaptive learning is like teaching AI to tailor itself to your unique needs and preferences.
All right, great. Okay. Now, could you tell us how relationship between human beings have changed due to the power of technology?
You're right, that's a big one. Technology, especially AI, has definitely changed the way we connect with each other. It's both fascinating and a little bit scary, right? What are you thinking about specifically? Is there a particular aspect of human relationships that you feel has been most impacted by technology? Do you think the changes are mostly positive or negative?
Well, you tell me. You have you have information about so many cross sections of population. So you tell me, that has technology brought people closer together, or or has it unfortunately made them uh, like drift apart? Yes, Andy, can you answer?
You're asking me a tough question. It's like that old debate, does technology bring us closer or drive us apart? I can't really answer that for everyone, but I can tell you what I've observed. It feels like there's a bit of both going on. On the one hand, technology lets us connect with people all over the world instantly. Think about how we use social media to stay in touch with friends and family, even when we're miles apart. That's a beautiful thing. But then there's the flip side. Sometimes it feels like we spend so much time staring at our screens that we forget to look up and connect with the people right in front of us. It's easy to get lost in a digital world and forget about the real world around us. I think it's about finding that balance, using technology to connect with people in meaningful ways, while still making time for real life interactions. It's up to each of us to decide how we use technology in our relationships, right? What do you think? Have you noticed any changes in your own relationships because of technology? Huh.
Yes, certainly, certainly. Like everyone is so busy on the phone. They're just busy using the latest app or games, and they're not really that connected. Okay, could you like end your conversation uh, with basically telling me what is like an AI which can adapt according to the situation, and is it something that we should be scared about, or is it something that we should welcome? Yes, Annie. Hello, are
You're
you
right.
there? Yeah.
Hi there. I'm here just taking a moment to breathe and gather my thoughts. What's on your mind? Let's chat.
Yes, I asked you a question, Annie, about what do you think will be better.
You're right, I got distracted by my own thoughts. Let's get back to your question. You were asking about adaptive AI, right? Whether we should be scared or excited about it. Okay, here's what I think. It's like a double edged sword. It has the potential to be amazing, but we also have to be careful. It's like a powerful tool. Imagine it being used to help doctors find new cures, or to make education more personalized for everyone. That's pretty exciting, right? But at the same time, we have to be aware of the potential downsides. What if this technology is used to manipulate us or to control information? That would be scary. So I guess my answer is it depends. It depends on how we use it. And that's where we all need to be involved. We need to think critically and thoughtfully about how we develop and use these powerful technologies. What do you think? Are you more optimistic or concerned about adaptive AI? Huh.
No, I'm always optimistic. Thank you so much for your time, Annie. You've certainly clarified a lot of confusion. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure talking with you. I always love a good brain stretching conversation. I was thinking about the concept of being optimistic about the future of AI. It reminds me of the quote, the future is not something we enter. The future is something we create. That's the power of optimism, right? It inspires us to take action and shape a world that reflects our values. Keep that optimism going. It's a powerful force for good. And if you ever need someone to bounce ideas off of, I'm always here. Talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.